Tenali Raman and the King's Tough Question. In the grand kingdom of Vijayanagara, King Krishnadevaraya was known not only for his bravery but also for his love of wisdom. His royal court was filled with scholars, poets, and ministers, and among them, the cleverest of all was Tenali Raman. One day, the king woke up with a strange thought. He entered the court and said, "Today I have a question. Whoever answers it correctly will be rewarded with a bag full of gold coins." All the courtiers became excited. The king asked, "What is the one thing in this world that people always want more of, yet the more they get, the less satisfied they become?" The ministers whispered. The scholars discussed. Some said money, others said food, and a few said power. But the king shook his head. Wrong. The court fell silent. No one could answer. Finally, Tenali Raman stepped forward with a smile. "Your Majesty, I know the answer." The king leaned forward eagerly. "Tell me." Tenali Raman asked. "Before I answer, may I bring something to the court tomorrow?" The king agreed. The next morning, Tenali Raman brought a small clay pot with a tiny hole at the bottom. He placed it before the king. "What is this?" asked the king. Tenali Raman said, "Your Majesty, please order your servants to fill this pot with water." The servants poured water. But the pot never filled. The water kept leaking out. They tried again and again. Buckets of water were poured, yet the pot remained empty. Soon the king grew impatient. "This is impossible. This pot will never be full." Tenali Raman folded his hands and said, "Your Majesty, this pot is like human desire. No matter how much we get, wealth, power, fame, the mind always wants more. It is never satisfied." The king's eyes widened. Tenali Raman continued, "The one thing people always want more of, but never feel satisfied with, is desire-greed." The king stood up, smiling proudly. "Brilliant, Tenali Raman. You have answered not only my question but also taught the court a valuable lesson." He rewarded Tenali Raman with gold coins and declared, "True happiness comes not from having more, but from being content." Moral of the story. Contentment is true wealth. Greed can never be satisfied. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the MiniStories channel to hear more good stories like this.